Time now for Final Exam, best part of the week. Two contestants and certified news experts pitted against one another to determine which has been paying closer attention to the news. We can't overstate. These are people who are paid to watch the news. Joining us this week, Fox News Tonight anchor Shannon Bream, who remains undefeated in several, maybe 4 or 5 news quizzes, and a newcomer, Fox News correspondent Jillian Turner, whom we are proud to call a colleague all of a sudden. Great to see you both.
Yeah. Do I need to, thank you guys so much. Do I need to point out my disadvantage, which is that I've only been a correspondent for 2 days?
Yes,
listen, I feel like he's warning us that he's going to make us look stupid tonight because he's like, keep in mind, these people are paid to watch.
Well, that is true. That is true. And we're thinking you could be the giant slayer here. But we're going to find out. Here are the rules. Obviously, Shannon knows them well. Hands on the buzzer. I ask the questions. The first one to buzz in gets to answer. You have to wait until I finish asking the question in order to buzz in. Each correct answer worth 1 point. If you get it wrong, you lose a point. Best of 5 wins. Winner gets the fabled mouth-breathing golden retriever mug, a real favorite
Shannon
with viewers.
has a whole cupboard of
them. She does. She's got a whole.
Like every time you have coffee.
Right, when the good china, when people come over, these are the cups that we bring out.
The mouth-breather mug.
We do.
It's perfect. All right, you ready?
Well, one more question.
Yes.
If someone gets the answer wrong, does the other contestant get a chance?
No, we mock you and move on.
All right.
But there is a kind of moral penalty for it. Okay, question 1. Or an easy one to start. Some surprising news concerning the Olympics this week. Which country has been banned from competing in the 2018 Winter Olympics in South Korea because of doping in previous games? Oh, Jillian Turner.
Yes. Russia?
Russia is the answer. Go to the tape. Is Russia correct?
Russia will be banned from the upcoming Winter Olympics. Yep, you heard it right. The International Olympic Committee punishing the country for a massive doping scandal at the Sochi Games. Athletes who can prove they are clean, they're invited to compete, but they'll have to compete under a neutral flag.
Russia, says Jillian. I don't know, but Pete agrees.
I don't know.
You were correct.
Pete said it must be true.
It's absolutely true. Question 2. Ex-49ers player Colin Kaepernick was just presented with the coveted Muhammad Ali Legacy Award during a Sports Illustrated Sports Awards ceremony. Which famous person, a singer, presented him with that award, saying, quote, Kaepernick has a selfless heart? Shannon Bream. Beyonce, says Shannon Bream. To the tape we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud and humbled to present the Muhammad Ali Legacy Award to Colin Kaepernick.
I accept this award knowing that the legacy of Muhammad Ali is that of a champion of the people.
Humbled. Do you believe she was actually humbled? Oh, that's not the question. The question was Beyonce.
I liked her
and
earrings.
You're correct. I liked her earrings.
I like her earrings.
Hashtag humbled.
Hashtag humbled. You always find a positive angle.
I try to see the sunny side of life.
Sorry to interrupt, Shannon. I was going to say I'm very disappointed because normally I'm very up on pop culture.
I thought you'd.
I don't know how that one slipped.
But part of it is
radar.
reaction time. She's cat-like in her reflexes.
No, look, listen, she proved that buzzer works. Because last week everyone was like, Peter Ducey's buzzer didn't work. It works.
I watched that.
That's
he
right.
was trying
That's
to.
why we haven't brought him back. Question 3. New research found that eating a certain type of fatty, indulgent food every day can, in fact, lower the risk of heart disease. The question, which food is it? Here's a hint. Greatest food in the world. Fatty food. Which fatty food? Think of it this way. European countries, healthy people, eating a lot of this food. That's the last hint. You can melt it. Shannon Bream.
Cheese?
Cheese, says Shannon Bream. To the tape we go.
A new study suggests that a little cheese a day could keep the doctor away. A recent analysis of over 200,000 people found that those who ate cheese daily had a 14% lower risk of developing heart disease and were, bring on the Bream.
It's totally true. That's why you never see unhealthy pizza eaters. Have you ever noticed that?
I've seen some unhealthy.
Yeah, I have too.
Little pizza joke. But cheese is great, I will say.
Cheese is good.
As a non-physician. Okay, next question. A member of Donald Trump's cabinet set the internet on fire this week when photographs of his trip to Saudi Arabia went viral. Who was it? Trump cabinet, Saudi Arabia, viral photographs of a totally restrained G-rated kind, but still interesting. Saudi Arabia. Who would
Secretary
be going?
Tillerson there?
Is that your guess?
Do I need to hit the buzzer?
It's a buzzer. Is Secretary Tillerson your guess?
He's there, right?
That's what I think.
We should know that. I think he's
Secretary Tillerson. Is it Secretary Tillerson?
Rick Perry, he mixed business with pleasure here. He posed for a series of pictures during his trip to Saudi Arabia, holding a falcon, toes in the sand right there.
Rick Perry.
Rick Perry.
I did not know he was over there.
I've been filling out administrative paperwork for 3 days. So this is like
no
the
excuse.
worst possible week for me to be on the show.
I have no
I'm
excuse.
just putting that caveat out
Love
there.
that. That's at least you're not blaming the equipment. That's good.
Right, that's a step up from Ducey.
Look, I couldn't beat Shannon. Final question.
Shortest serving correspondent of all time.
But it's been a glorious, if brief, reign. This one's about Christmas movies, old ones. Now, liberal commentators are calling this classic Christmas movie racist because it encourages, they say, bullying, domestic abuse, and sexism. Which movie are they talking about?
Where have I been? What have we been
Okay,
doing
the third
all week?
stumper in a row. I'll give you one
Ask me about
hint.
Jerusalem.
This is the least offensive movie ever made in history, and yet it's now racist.
Is it like a recent or an old movie?
The other hint, it's animated.
Oh.
And it's not The Grinch. It's about an animal.
I made a Christmas movie about it. An animal?
Yes.
How old?
Santa loves him.
Oh.
We are the worst. I don't know what happened to us this week, but I'm going to say Rudolph.
You're
just
saying
like this.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is racist? Shannon, you
No,
find the PC
I'm not
mob.
saying that.
Let's see if the tape agrees.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is racist.
We're both getting last place.
The Huffington Post criticizing this classic holiday film using comments from the movie's audience. Those critics claim it shows a teacher encouraging bullying, an abusive father, and sexism against Rudolph's mother.
Is the Huffington Post a real publication, or is it a parody designed to discredit progressives?
Well, and also, if we're talking about, like anti-women, domestic violence stuff with reindeer.
Yeah.
What about Bambi? The mother died. The mother got shot.
Different.
On the next show. Thank you both, Shannon. Your reign remains in place. Another
I'm gonna have the
coveted
complete
mouth-breathing
set.
bug.
Anytime you come
Jillian,
over
you
for
did
dinner.
great. You did better than any other competitor against
Yes, this
Shannon
is
Bream, the
true.
juggernaut.
And
Guys, I answered one question.
Yeah, well,
But correctly.
You did better than others.
But correctly.
That's it for this week's Final Exam. Pay attention to the news all week. You can play along next week, next Thursday, right here. We'll see you then.